As a fan of IVE, I've come to expect bold concepts, powerful visuals, and lyrics that speak to confidence and identity. But Attitude felt different the moment I watched it. It wasn't just the addictive melody or the sleek choreography, it was the lingering feeling that something deeper was going on beneath the surface. What started as a casual viewing quickly turned into a spiral of rewatching, pausing, and analyzing every frame. The fax machine, the glitches, the question on the screen, would you like to be part of a society without love? Suddenly I realized, this isn't just a music video, it's a story. A layered symbolic commentary on conformity and the quiet rebellion of reclaiming your own identity. In this breakdown, I want to walk through everything I've uncovered. Some obvious, some hidden in plain sight, and share my own theory on what Attitude really means for IVE's artistic journey. Whether you're a dive like me, or someone just getting into their music, I promise, there's more to this MV than meets the eye. The music video begins with a distinct visual cue, a fax machine cycling through portraits of each IVE member. This is no coincidence. It sets the tone for a world where people are not individuals, but printed identities office-filed, approved, and archived. Shortly after, a question appears. Would you like to be part of a society without love? A cursor hovers, then selects yes. This one moment introduces the foundational concept, a dystopian structure where love, emotion, and individuality are not only devalued but eliminated. Throughout the video, members are seen performing tasks like balancing eggs on spoons or using chopsticks in sterile hallways. These actions mirror routine for the sake of routine, purposeless control, compliance, without question. They represent emotional detachment, as if the world IVE inhabits only values appearance, not intention. A subtle detail that might go unnoticed, the camera glitches that occur during verse transitions. These aren't just aesthetic choices, they symbolize cracks in the system, a digital manifestation of the girls resisting conformity. Their identities are glitching through the corporate software they've been programmed into. Fashion plays a huge role in the narrative arc of Attitude. At first, the members are dressed in typical office wear, ties, button-downs, structured dresses, and muted tones. They are, in effect, dressed to be identical variations of a theme, not expressions of self. However, this changes subtly as the video progresses. Accessories, emerge carves, asymmetrical belts, textured patterns. These changes may seem minor, but they suggest an awakening of individuality. By the second verse, you can sense each member beginning to bend the rules of the uniform. There's deeper symbolism in these choices. For example, Gaeul's bold, print-heavy outfit coincides with her standout rap section, indicating that she is breaking out vocally and visually at the same time. Wonyoung's evolution to a more glamorous editorial look reflects her increasing creative input. She co-wrote this track. After all, their fashion rebellion mirrors their internal one. The gradual assertion of, I am not part of this system, I'm writing my own. One of the most brilliant details of Attitude lies in its interpolation of Suzanne Vega's 1987 hit Tom's Diner. Originally a soft, almost melancholic piece about observation and disconnection, IVE transforms it into an empowering mantra. I'm that girl, I'm that attitude. This reworking isn't just a throwback, it's a thematic reversal. Whereas Vega's song is passive and observational, IVE's version is active and declarative. But there's more. The loop-like structure of this vocal sample mimics the repetitive cycles of the society they're resisting. It's as if the song is programmed to hypnotize them, but they're choosing to reclaim the loop as their own. Again, glitches interrupt the rhythm, further signaling resistance against repetition, and perhaps even a rebellion against the algorithmic nature of K-pop stardom itself. Scattered throughout the MBR brief, almost imperceptible mirror shots, you'll find members catching their own reflections in hallway windows or chrome surfaces. This is a common motif in IVE's videography. Love Dive also used mirrors, but here it's darker and more fragmented. These mirrors echo the myth of Narcissus but flipped. Instead of falling in love with their reflection and drowning in it, IVE uses their reflections to find and assert themselves. It's not vanity's vision. The idea of self-love is no longer narcissistic. In this context, it becomes radical. In a world where society has outlawed love, loving yourself is an act of defiance. Initially, the choreography in Attitude is robotic and tight, every member in sync, every move exact. But as the video progresses, there are subtle shifts. Gaeul's solo during her rap introduces free-form movement. Wonyoung's playful twirl introduces softness and spontaneity. Group formations begin to loosen, allowing more expressive gestures. This mirrors the video's underlying message. They are breaking out of the program, learning to move for themselves. The lyrics to Attitude hold more than surface-level empowerment. Phrases like, no matter what anyone says, I honestly like who I am, I choose my own mood. These statements may sound simple, but within the context of a society that suppresses emotion, they become revolutionary. Even more interesting is the fact that Wonyoung co-wrote these lines, giving them a personal stamp. The lyric, "Luck is always on my side," also connects to the real-life trend among fans who associate Wonyoung with lucky girl syndrome. In this way, Attitude blurs the line between performer and persona. It's not just a song about confidence, it's a public assertion of personal agency. In one of the video's final scenes, the girls are seen in a lecture hall not as students, but standing confidently at the front. They are quite literally rewriting the rules. This ties in perfectly with the empathy theme of the epitha, idea that true connection, understanding, and power come not from conformity, but from vulnerability, individuality, and sharing mindset. Even the chalkboard is symbolic. Wiped clean, then written anew. It's not about rejecting structure entirely, it's about taking control of the narrative. After analyzing the MV and lyrics, my theory is this. Attitude is the middle chapter in IVE's current trilogy. Rebel Heart is the moment of awakening. Attitude is the confrontation, the self-declaration, the next chapter. Possibly an upcoming track will be about transcendence, not just rebellion, but reinvention. In this framework, Attitude is not just a confident song, it is an anthem of cognitive revolution. The members are trapped in a system, yes, but instead of destroying it with fire, they break it down with mindset. Empowerment is mental, and that is far more radical. IVE's Attitude is one of the most conceptually rich MVs in their discography to date, with hidden camera glitches, reflections, layered choreography, self-written lyrics, and a haunting reinterpretation of Tom's Diner. The track becomes a powerful metaphor for how young women in public view reclaim their own voice and image. Through subtle rebellion and stylish resistance, IVE is not just saying, "I'm that girl." They're telling us, "I'm the rewrite."